All right. My name is Dave, and I am now, I always want to say I'm the political vigilante, but I'm not Graham Elwood. This is going to be tough for me. Um, I am the political refugee. Maybe I should do a video, although he blocked me because he said some crazy stuff about Tulsi and the Tulsi Modi thing. And I really reacted on Twitter. I was like, you son of a. And then I was blocked. And I think I apologized because I was mad. But the reason I apologized was probably the wrong reason to apologize. It's just that at that moment, I was not happy that Tulsi had taken I hate to say take a knee because that's a term now that's affiliated with, hanging with the protesters. But she took a knee in a football terminology, meaning that, that when you take a knee, you just, you're going to get tackled. So before you get tackled, you protect yourself. And that's what Tulsi Gabbard did to some degree. Now, I've explained that I've gone through the 4 stages of grief. And the fact that I'm still talking Tulsi and it's June, all right, means that I still like her. I still understand that people like Tulsi Gabbard. But you got to have a reality. Now, I've tried a couple of things. I've said, hey, Tulsi people, there's this Green Party over here. No, don't like Howie Hawkins. He's a Russiagator. Did interview. No, doesn't matter. Don't trust him. I endorsed him technically. I did. I technically endorsed Howie Hawkins. Now, I don't have to take back the endorsement, but I endorsed, and I was hoping that maybe some other people would look into his campaign. So far, it's been crickets for the most part. We do need to, regardless. Okay, so Howie isn't your choice. Tulsi is still your choice. Okay, this time around, you might want to vote for a third party to at least send a message. You can vote for Jo Jorgensen. I'm with her. Right? Wouldn't that be cool to see that slogan come back? People get confused and go, what? Hillary's back? No, it's Joe. J-O, not J-O-E, but J-O. There are a lot of slogans out there libertarians can use. Vote gold. This is their new thing. Their color is gold, so vote gold. I'm closer probably to being a libertarian than anything else. I think the Greens address the social problems within the minority communities in a better way. They do. But libertarians, they're going to appeal to Americans that can kind of see their civil liberties, their right to bear arms in case somebody tries to destroy their property and so forth. But they're also going to side with protesters too, because they know that the police departments in this country have been militarized. So Jo Jorgensen is really the best bet if you're a Tulsi Gabbard supporter, even though they don't line up perfectly on economic issues. And Tulsi Gabbard told us, hey, build an infrastructure for another party. Well, the Libertarian Party is probably going to be on the ballot in all 50 states. And with those odds and with a pretty decent candidate, someone who probably knows where Aleppo is on the map, because foreign policy is a really big deal. And she's obviously female, which is good for identity politics. It's good because it would be nice to have a strong woman in the Oval Office after these bumbling old men who apparently it's probably going to be either of these guys. Now, if Tulsi Gabbard gets picked, and I've said this, if Joe Biden picks Tulsi Gabbard as his running mate, I will vote for Joe Biden. It is enough because I don't know how long Joe has, and I think I vote for that ticket because I love the bottom of the ticket so much. And I'm thinking Joe can't completely ignore Tulsi. I don't think it's going to be Tulsi. I've said this in every video. I think it's going to be Kamala, all right, who is the opposite of Tulsi in every way, just about. Some people say Warren because, she can get some Bernie support, supposedly. I don't know. But I wanted to talk about the fact that from the very beginning, I believed in Tulsi Gabbard because I think she is cut from very good stock. I think as a person, and the fact that she seems to relate to both sides of the aisle to some degree. And the left, the neoliberal left, didn't like the fact that some Trump people were interested in Tulsi, but the neoliberal left had no problem when those Trump people, prior, some of them to voting for Trump, were voting for Barack Obama. They didn't have a problem with that. They didn't like the switch, but apparently they don't want them back, which is crazy. They just want to dismiss them as all crazy. And I'll tell you what, I know Trump's not doing well in the polls right now, but Joe Biden's doing community policing. Hello? Yeah, we want to spend money on police. We want to do community policing. That's basically saying, I'm going to go to the right of Donald Trump on this issue, and I'm going to give the people the security they need in their neighborhoods. And on top of that, we're going to do it supposedly a new way, even though this has been tried with varying results. So, I could see Tulsi Gabbard being for that. I think Tulsi's instincts are, civil liberties. And I think Joe Biden is all about law enforcement. Trump, too. He's all about, look, Joe Biden apparently does not want to get outflanked by Donald Trump. He wants to run to the right of Trump. Tulsi being on the ticket would be a truly independent voice. Somebody who would inject real enthusiasm into the campaign. Look, this is a horrible comparison. Please don't think that I think these two women are similar. But John McCain had Sarah Palin, who was the true, real conservative. McCain was a neoconservative, and the conservative base, the religious right, they loved the fact that he picked Sarah Palin. And putting a woman on the ticket was supposed to be kind of a great thing. Wasn't the first time a woman has been on a presidential ticket. You got to go back to Geraldine Ferraro, right? Walter Mondale, very bold move in the 1980s to do that, but he did, and it was cool that he did it. But Palin would be kind of like the equivalent to Tulsi Gabbard, in the sense, not ideologically speaking, but this would be like, hey, I really want to shake this up, and I want to see if I can get some people to come on over. Now, Palin didn't have any appeal for those on the left. She became a huge target, whereas Tulsi Gabbard would have appeal from the right. People would say, you know what, crazy Uncle Joe, but Tulsi Gabbard? Okay. I think the DNC, if they were smart, which they're not, and if they were more into populism, which they're not, they're into neoliberalism, they would say Gabbard would be awesome. And they would have to tell Hillary, take your Xanax. She apologized. She dropped the lawsuit. She didn't apologize, but she dropped the lawsuit. And I think that was a step in the right direction to sort of make amends with the DNC establishment. But I know the DNC establishment, they're looking for a brown noser. They're looking for a Kamala Harris or Amy Klobuchar or Elizabeth Warren, or is it Stacey Abrams, who what kind of resume does Stacey Abrams? I know, we elected Trump, who had nothing, right? So the Democrats could, and look, she's not running for president. She's the vice president. She has at least held some kind of public office at the state level. That's more than Trump had. All right. She really wants it because I don't think she's got anything else lined up, which is really a bad sign. But she fills female woman of color. She fills the entire thing. But Tulsi Gabbard, female, woman of color, lots of experience, all over the place, absorbed as much as she could while in Congress. And maybe she's going to be part of some kind of media platform soon. I'd rather see her down at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, even as the Veep. And if until the Veep is announced, I'm going to cheer this on. And all of those people on Twitter who think, I wasn't allowed to feel like crap for a couple of months about the way that ended, I don't know. I guess you don't have friends or relatives. You don't have people that you know who go through difficult grieving periods. That was my grieving period. I'm still bummed out about it, and there are some things about it I wish they had been done differently, but I'm getting over it. Hence, I'm doing some Tulsi content. I know people are on this page because of Tulsi Gabbard, and I thank you for staying here. I've lost a lot of subscribers, but I'm going to still be doing content about either the Green Party or the Libertarian Party or both, and everything is on the table. Everything is open. I just did a rambling video yesterday about a lot of things. I don't think you can cut the police down to zero, and I don't think you can say everything was peaceful. And the police are all bad, because that's the dumbest statement. That is just, again, people who run into buildings that are about to collapse, okay? Something you and I wouldn't do. We're running the other way. These guys ran in. Okay? That's a better person than I am. Now, not all of them are good, but some of them are good and some of them are really good. Anyway, that's it for the video. If you want to help the channel out, okay, The Political Refugee is the new name of the channel. I am floating adrift. The new little profile picture, if you can see it, is Tom Hanks in the movie Castaway with his friend Wilson. I may have to get a Wilson for my little set here. And every once in a while, I might have to go, Wilson! There's nobody who agrees with me, Wilson! All alone. Refugee just floating in the water. Sharks are surrounding me. Wow, lots of analogies here. Please support the channel if you can. I appreciate you, putting up with this. See you soon.